Now I still have this area around my baby selected. If you don't, go back into the other video and see how I did it using the magic wand and then select invert. But what I want to do now is I actually do want to select the other parts of the picture. So again, I can select invert. So now I see the dotted line is up here as well as around the baby. And I'm going to select the blanket down here and the background, and I'm going to modify them. So again, copy and paste, edit, copy, edit, paste. It comes in as a floating layer, so I create the new layer, and I'm going to call this wall and a dash and then blanket. Okay, so I've got a wall and a blanket. I can just erase the other ones, and you can see that there I am. I definitely have the wall and the blanket. And I'm actually going to duplicate that. There's a duplicate button there, or you can go up to layers and say duplicate layer. And so what I'm going to do is just quickly with the eraser, I don't want wall and blanket. I want wall, and then I want blanket. Okay. Oh, I forgot to enter on the other one. Silly, silly. Delete, delete, delete. Enter. There we go. So on my wall, I'm going to delete the blanket. So that's pretty simple. Choose an eraser. Get a nice big one. Come over here. Why is it not working? That's because I'm on that layer. There we go. The other thing that will make it work is, okay, so I've selected the wall layer, yes I have, is to make a hard brush. So get the hard circle with the hard edges and just go around. Okay, and I want to leave that little bit in the armpit because it matches with the wall. And that little armpit part matches with the wall. Okay, and then I can get a smaller brush and come in for the finer areas. Okay, and if I get lost, I just go back and look at my original picture. Oh, there's a part of blanket over there that I missed. So I just need to get rid of that. And how does that look? I got all the blanket? Yep, I think so. So there's the wall. And then to do the opposite, I suppose I could just select and then deselect. That might be easier to get the blanket. But I'm going to choose the longer way. And so for the blanket, I'm just going to erase that part of the wall, erase that part of the wall. And once I've gone all the way around the basics of it, then I can pull out my giant eraser and go quickly. Okay, so all that's left is the blanket there and the wall there. And now I can do some pretty easy selection using my magic wand. Select. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. There we go. Select. See how it selects whatever layer I'm on, even if it's invisible? So that's the layer I want. There's the blanket. Is unselected, and I can test it out with the eraser. Okay, see how it's not working? So I need to invert that selection. And then I can create a new layer. Layer, new layer. There's a number of different ways to do it. Call this blanket tone. And with my blanket tone layer firmly selected, now I can just choose the bucket and choose a nice shade of blue. Blanket tone layer, paste. There's my blue, and now I need to change this to a color layer. You'll see that that's horrible. But if I change my blanket layer instead of normal to multiply, let's see if I can get that better. And then take my blue tone and bring it way down. That's much better. Now it looks more like a blanket. So I can add my skin tone back and my baby back. Okay, and then I can start seeing how the different pieces come together. Okay, and actually I think I need to do a select none. And I can also drop this layer down if it's causing me problems. And I can flatten it back again, or I can just simply turn off those two layers and turn on this layer. Okay, and so now these layers that I've been using as selections are not as important. The background layer is there, and I've got a blue blanket, and I've got more baby tone skin. And this layer, I want to make sure that this layer is on multiply. So if it wasn't on multiply before, please make sure it's on multiply now. And then you're ready to go. Don't forget the background is another layer, so you'll have to deal with that, the wall. And you can select that and try a different color.